Can our future have been already predicted in the ancient texts? Did Hindu Puranas already depict the picture of future society? Did Lord Krishna visualize the present Kaliyuga in reality? Hi, this is Nirvi from Auric Cosmos. Welcome to this exploration of the ancient prophecies from the Bhagavata Purana, specifically the predictions about the Kaliyuga, the age we are currently living in. These predictions, written over 5,000 years ago by the sage Vedavyasa, paint a vivid picture of the challenges humanity would face during this dark age. While these prophecies might seem disheartening, they also carry a timeless wisdom that is remarkably relevant today. Let's delve into each prediction and uncover its significance. Prediction number 1 is the decline of virtues. According to Srimad Bhagavatam's chapter number 12, in the age of Kali, fundamental virtues like religion, truthfulness, cleanliness, tolerance, mercy, longevity, physical strength, and memory will all gradually diminish. This decline is attributed to the powerful influence of the age itself, where the very essence of what is good and righteous will erode over time. As we observe the world today, it's easy to see how these virtues have weakened in society. People struggle to maintain these qualities in a world increasingly dominated by material desires and selfish pursuits. Prediction 2 focuses on wealth as the measure of worth. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, in Kaliyuga, wealth will become the primary indicator of a person's value. A man's birth, behavior, and qualities will be judged by the amount of wealth he possesses. Consequently, law and justice will be applied based on one's power and influence rather than truth and righteousness. We can see this prophecy reflected in how society often equates success with financial status, and how those with power often manipulate justice to serve their own interests. Prediction 3 is about the superficial relationships and deceit. It is said that relationships between men and women in Kali Yuga will be based solely on superficial attraction. Marriages and partnerships will lack genuine love and commitment, often driven by physical desires rather than deep emotional or spiritual connection. Success in business will hinge on deceit, and traditional values like womanliness and manliness will be reduced to one's expertise in sexual matters. Moreover, a person will be recognized as a Brahmana, not by their actions or spiritual knowledge, but merely by the sacred thread they wear, signifying a degradation of spiritual values. Prediction 4 is the external symbols and material success. In this age, spiritual status will be determined by external symbols rather than inner virtues. People will change their spiritual order based on convenience rather than conviction. Moreover, society will begin to question the propriety of a person based on their material success. A person who is skilled in clever speech, regardless of true knowledge or wisdom, will be considered a scholar. This prophecy highlights how appearances and material success have overshadowed true spiritual understanding in today's world. Prediction 5 is about money and hypocrisy. In the age of Kali, a person without wealth will be considered unholy, while hypocrisy will be accepted as a virtue. Marriages will become casual agreements rather than sacred bonds. Additionally, people will consider themselves fit to appear in public simply because they have taken a bath, neglecting the importance of inner purity. This prediction points to how society has become obsessed with outward appearances and material wealth, often overlooking true virtue and integrity. Prediction 6 says about misplaced values. Sacred places will be seen as nothing more than distant reservoirs of water, and beauty will be judged by one's hairstyle. The goal of life will become nothing more than filling one's belly, and audacity will be equated with truthfulness. Those who can maintain a family will be regarded as expert, and religious principles will be observed only for the sake of reputation. This prophecy reflects how trivial matters have come to dominate our values, with true spiritual and moral considerations being pushed aside. Prediction 7 is the strong rule. As the population becomes more corrupt, political power will fall into the hands of those who are the strongest, regardless of their moral or ethical standing. In such a society, might will become right, and leadership will no longer be about service to the people, but about dominance and control. This is evident in today's world, where power often resides with those who can exert the most force, rather than those who lead with wisdom and compassion. Prediction 8 focuses on famine and desperation. People will be harassed by excessive taxes and famines, driving them to consume leaves, roots, flesh, wild honey, fruits, flowers, and seeds to survive. As droughts strike, they will face total ruin. This prediction paints a grim picture of the environmental and economic challenges we face today, where natural resources are depleted, and the gap between the rich and poor widens, leading to widespread suffering. Prediction 9 depicts suffering from nature. It is said that citizens will suffer greatly from natural calamities like cold, wind, heat, rain, and snow. Additionally, they will be tormented by quarrels, hunger, thirst, disease, and severe anxiety. This prophecy resonates with the increasing frequency of natural disasters and the mental health crises that have become prevalent in today's society, reflecting the deep unrest that plagues humanity. Prediction 10 is about the shortened lifespan of human beings. The maximum lifespan for human beings in Kaliyuga will be reduced to only 50 years. This prediction highlights the declining health and increasing stress in modern times, which contribute to a shorter, less fulfilling life for many people. Prediction 11 shows the neglection of elderly persons. In Kali Yuga, men will no longer protect or care for their elderly parents. This prediction speaks to the breakdown of the family structure and the neglect of the elderly, which is increasingly evident in modern societies where the aged are often left to fend for themselves. Prediction 12 is about hatred and violence. Srimad Bhagawatam tells us that people will develop hatred for each other over insignificant amounts of money. They will give up all friendly relations and, in extreme cases, be willing to kill even their own relatives over petty disputes. This prophecy reflects the rising intolerance and violence in today's world, where small conflicts can escalate into major feuds, often with tragic consequences. Prediction 13 focuses on false religion. Srimad Bhagavatam depicts that uncultured men will accept charity on behalf of the Lord and make a living by pretending to be religious. Those who know nothing about true religion will presume to teach others, mounting high seats and speaking on religious principles. This prediction points to the rise of false gurus and religious charlatans who exploit people's faith for personal gain. Prediction 14 is about abandonment of loyalty. It is said that servants will abandon their masters if they lose their wealth, even if the masters are saintly people of exemplary character. Similarly, masters will abandon incapacitated servants who have been loyal for generations. Cows, once revered, will be abandoned or killed when they stop giving milk. This prophecy reflects the erosion of loyalty and compassion in relationships, both human and animal, where material gain has become the primary concern. Prediction 15 lastly highlights on corruption and selfishness. The future cities will be dominated by thieves, the Vedas will be contaminated by atheistic interpretations, and political leaders will virtually consume the citizens. So-called priests and intellectuals will become devotees of their bellies and genitals, more concerned with satisfying their own desires than guiding others spiritually. This prediction resonates with the widespread corruption, exploitation, and moral decline we see in today's world, where those in power often serve their own interests rather than the common good. The prophecies of Kali Yuga as described in the Bhagavata Purana may seem dark and daunting, but they also serve as a powerful reminder of the challenges we face in the modern world. By recognizing these signs and understanding their deeper significance, we can strive to rise above the chaos and cultivate the virtues that are so desperately needed in these times. Despite the negativity, there is hope that through awareness and spiritual practice, we can navigate the age of Kali and move towards a brighter future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through these ancient prophecies. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of Hindu Puranas.